It's inspiring that people are pressing on, kind of undaunted, where, you know, evidence just keeps mounting that everything is getting worse and worse and worse. It's great that there's kind of, you know, people that meet that with an equal energy in the opposite direction. We met with Cam and Mike, and Cam being kind of the man behind Hydrostor in our understanding.
And the word man is very well suited for Cam. He's like this kind of strapping fellow. Yeah, lots of enthusiasm, nice big voice, very happy, energetic.
We visited Toronto Island with Cam and company. Perfect summer day, and we're out on the beach, and we see the buoys, these orange balls in the water stretching off into the distance, and this is where the pipeline is being laid. There's this family out in their boat offshore with just kind of floating. They're all hanging out, sunbathing, very kind of lazy afternoon, and then right beside them, below the water, is this pipeline, and just that juxtaposition of being able to coexist with something that is part of an energy infrastructure that in any other case we can think of would be somewhere you'd want to be as far away from as possible.
You know, it's a pipeline essentially of air, right? And that was kind of the beautiful thing for us about it.
Yeah, so the fact that they kind of invert technology that was designed for oil and gas.
Yeah, I think if you think about Hydrostor overall, like, would it have been possible to come up with this technology without Cam having, like, leveraging his previous experience in, like, the oil and gas industry? Probably not. So he's able to take that technology and just kind of be really creative and innovative about how he approaches it, and just kind of turn it on his head and just become and use it for, like, a clean tech endeavor, I think is really remarkable.
The idea is using air as our medium, similar to Hydrostor. This is kind of the common material consistency, I guess, between the two. But, you know, air is obviously kind of an elusive substance, so it's only tangible in how you contain it or push it or breathe it in, etc. The idea that technology always has a cultural impact or a correlation is interesting.
I think, like, the entrepreneurs may not necessarily see, like, they're very focused on their talents or very much in the kind of technological lens, whereas, you know, they may not be aware of, like, some really important cultural ramifications of what they're doing. And maybe that's our role, to just kind of come in there and see it with a different lens and kind of translate their work into piece of artwork that understands its cultural ramifications.
How to bypass, I guess, in some ways, an intellectual reading and kind of engage other senses that may evoke a different response, and then arrive kind of at the same answer but through a different means. If somehow through all these different works of art, whether it's literature, film, or visual art, or music, etc., all those can collectively start to influence on a deeper level people's beliefs or understanding of the world, and through that will hopefully affect kind of a really deep-rooted desire to make those changes.